Hey guys, it's Ash.
I'm so excited for this video. So
in this video we're going to be choosing, or I'm going to be choosing books that I predict will be a 5-star read. So usually I do the TBR jar video for each month. I did not do that this month. So hopefully we're going to find some good books. The first one that I have chosen is Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. And we're going to go ahead and start this now. But I do want to show you guys something. Check out this fit. I'm obsessed with it. It has like a little fold down for the leggings, and I got it from Amazon, and it was pretty affordable and it's comfortable too. So I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm very excited. We're gonna go ahead and get into this.
So I have been running through this book, and wow, it is a great book. Is it a 5 stars? I don't know. We'll have to read the ending.
So we finished Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, and this is definitely a 5-star read for me. This is the first book that I've had a main character who had a disability, which I think it was just super nice to get to read that point of view. Not only does this book dive deep into the relationships around each other, but it also dives deep into the relationship with themselves. Even if you don't like video games, I highly suggest this book.
Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas is my second 5-star read prediction. This is the 4th book for me in the series, and I've heard that this is the one where it really starts getting good, so that is why I picked this one.
So we're about a quarter into the book, and I just want to say this had me like that. Literally chapter 2, we met a new character. I'm not going to say who too many of the characters are just because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, especially since this is like in the middle of the series.
I got Akatar spoiled for me, and that was super upsetting, so I'm trying to not do that to anybody else.
I'm also trying to stay off of TikTok because I liked one thing of Throne of Glass, and now so much is showing on my For You page. Anyways, we jump right in. We meet a new character. I really like this new character. Selena just keeps on growing. There's like 3 different things going on. There's different quests, different battles. I am loving this so far.
I definitely want to continue reading this today. Maybe I'll go to like a coffee shop, or maybe like go outside or something.
So I'm editing and I have no clue where the rest of the clips went of me talking about Heir of Fire.
Dude, bro, what the heck? You tripping, bro. You tripping.
But I did finish the book, and it definitely was a 5 stars. Where we're at now in the series compared to book 1.
It's crazy. It's like a completely different story in a way. The new characters that were introduced in this book I absolutely love. There's so much depth to these characters, and they are not perfect, and I'm just really excited to see where this is going to go. This is definitely my favorite book in the series by far.
I have to go to work in a couple hours, but we're going to try to get some reading done. For the 3rd book that I've chosen that I'm predicting is going to be a 5-star read is Carrie Soto's Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm so excited to read this. If you guys have watched previous videos for me, you will know that
Taylor Jenkins Reid is one of my favorite authors.
The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising, Daisy Jones and the Six, those were like 5-star reads for me. So I do think this one will most likely be 2, and I believe this is the last one that finishes off the universe because all of her characters kind of pop into each of the books.
I haven't read this one just because I've been a little bit hesitant, just because, like I said, she is one of my favorite authors, but I'm not really like a tennis person. But I've heard other people say, like, if you don't like tennis, if you're not like into tennis, like it doesn't even matter because there's so many different parts of this book. But pretty much Carrie Soto, she's like the best tennis player in women's league of all time, and she ends up retiring, and then she's at one of the tennis shows or whatever, and then her record gets beat by this lady, and so then she decides to go back into tennis and try to get her record back.
So we're gonna go ahead and start this. I love that Taylor Jenkins Reid does this. So here, this is actually a statement released by the news saying that Carrie Soto's coming back. And then on this next page, it is actually the sports news, like, and it's written in interview style. And she did this with Daisy Jones and the Six, where it was interview style. And then the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo had magazine articles throughout. And I just feel like it really immerses you into the story. And since I'm seeing this in here, it actually makes me want to listen to the audiobook, which I do need to get some cleaning done. I listened to Daisy Jones and the Six on audio, and it was my favorite audiobook ever. It was so well done. If you have not listened to that before, definitely do it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the audiobook and do some cleaning. like 100 pages left, if that, of Carrie Soto is Back. I've been listening to it on audiobook. It's so good. I love how Taylor Jenkins Reid does audiobooks.
I absolutely love the female main character. I love a strong, badass female main character. It's fun to read about. Also, too, the relationship with her dad is it's super cool to see them both super into tennis, and they just share that bond together, and I love that.
I finished Carrie Soto is Back, and yesterday I was not sure if this was going to be a 5 stars for me. It was going to be more like a 4.5, but I sat on it today, and I definitely feel like this is a 5 stars. I teared up at some points, and to evoke those type of emotions for me, I do think I have to put it in that category. Not only that, there was some beautiful things to take away from this book. So Carrie Soto, she's 37, and she goes back into something that she loves, her dream, and I feel like it's never... One of the things I took away is you're never too old to pursue a dream. If you've had a dream since you were like a young child, and maybe you're like, oh, I'm too old for that now, you are not too old. You can go ahead and go after the things you want. Not only that, too, if you do want to be number one at something, it is going to take a lot of sacrifice, and some of those things you might not want to sacrifice. Also, if you're not the best at something either, it does not mean that you're not valuable. I really enjoyed this book, and it was very different for me. I liked the relationships in this book as well. But anyways, we are moving on to our next book.
You guys, I had to do it. Queen of Shadows. I had to do it. Honestly, I'm surprised I even read another book and I didn't just dive straight into the series because it is so good. I could not read any other book than this one.
I've gotten really far in the book and I've not updated you guys. I'm actually on chapter 62 right now. I've been reaching for this book any chance to have a second of free time. I think this might be my favorite one in the series so far, and I said that about the last one, Heir of Fire, but it just keeps getting better. The more too that you read about certain characters, you just really get to know them, and you see a lot of character development. You develop like a relationship with them, you know. So it's definitely you get an attachment to them, and I do not want it to end, and that's how you know a series is really good.
And you guys, stuff has already been crazy, but Sarah J. Maas, she's notorious for the last little bit of her book for things really going down, and I've already thought things were going down. So the fact that I still have 200 pages left. Yeah, 250 pages left. What the heck? What is gonna happen?
So I also lost the clips of me talking about Queen of Shadows, which I'm really confused. I'm like, why did I lose both of those? But anyways, again, each book in this series, I feel like it's just getting better and better because we're with the characters. We get to know them, the character development. There was a character in this book that I was not really obsessed with in Heir of Fire, but I've really grown to love her a lot, and so I'm excited to see where some of that relationship goes. I don't want to say too much if you haven't read it, but oh my goodness, so much happened in Queen of Shadows. And now I'm about to start the tandem read, which I need to set up tabs for that, but yeah, I get the hype on this series for sure. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your month. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books. Love you.